Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to my infamous dungeon. It is a dungeon builder, roguelike, which sounds fun. I like dungeon builder games, but I do find them to be a little bit slow and static, and so giving it a little bit of that, like, roguelike randomization and also roguelike time pressure action economy makes it kind of appeal to me. So, I guess with that, let's just dive in. So do we want to be the brutal beasts, or do we want to be the crypt keepers? Brutal beasts. Yeah, I want to get a doggy. I don't actually. I'm not much of a pet guy, but at least in a video game, sure. So floor plan, add a new room to the dungeon heart. If it dies, you lose. Dungeon needs more rooms, and then also Gorman dies. So is there anything to kind of pay attention on this? The answer is no. All right. I can hook this up here. So the one thing I want to make sure I do not do are to rotate. We don't want to give them a shortcut into our dungeon. But I think I'm going to do that for now. Okay, dungeon heart. Oh. Wait. Where are they coming in? Oh, hero spawn. They spawn in there. Okay, Dark Beginning, Dungeon Heart, born from the darkest of dark lords, rises once more. The crystal's dissonant hum summons a meager army of monsters. Some come to defend the heart, some come to defeat the heroes, but most come to get paid. The time of darkness is now. Build your dungeon, hire your monsters, and conquer the overworld. So extra max HP for the Dungeon Heart on our first run. Alright, so Gorman dies. Selected monsters eat and gain 10 food. Transfer 50% of the monsters attacked other monsters in the room, divided evenly. Well, that's kind of neat. So, Werepup, do I have any that have like a very high attack? Hungry. Eat one food after attacking. If there's no food, suffer damage instead. Follow. Okay. Egg. Permanently give 3% of this. Ooh, okay, so this one's very good. Yeah, I like egg. Dragon Spark. Once again, is just hungry, is going to eat food. And how much money do I have? A decent amount. Now, where do I want to put these guys? I only have 3 slots in here. So what I'm going to do is actually eat that, give these guys some bonus damage, and we're going to put a Dragon Spark in here. What I'm going to do is just kind of back and forth boost to Gormandi's strength gain for the eggs. And then I'll put a Werepup in here as kind of a secondary defense measure. Okay. So, do any of these matter? Skill points and learn new professions. Level 2 hero. Let's see, recruit monsters, gain skill points, professions. I kind of like the idea of going up the right. Yeah, let's go here. So go start in the middle and then go to the right. Hero raids. Heroes are preparing to raid your dungeon. Preview who's coming in the bottom right. Predict how the heroes will move. Prepare your defenses. Okay, mage, and common loot. Moves north and then explores the dungeon clockwise. Well, oh, so we do run out of food. With the hunger trait, automatically eat every time they attack. Okay. We get some stuff. Oh, but we don't get another Gorman dies. Well, in that case, I'm going to put another pup in there. I didn't realize they were hungry to that extent. The problem is, yeah, I have no other way of getting food. So this isn't great. So I'll have to plan around that a little. Okay, dungeon plan. So we can get a library, we can get a mana chamber. Floor plan, Jar of Souls. Reap, gain 1 mana. See, abilities marked with Reap will trigger when a nearby monster dies. So library. Monsters in the room become students. Give 200 experience to monsters in the room divided evenly. Oh, but lower attack and max HP. And then treasure vault. Let's see. Celebration. Gain 1 mana for each Jar of Souls in the room. Lose part of your soul and suffer damage. Huh. And then that just gives me money. And extra inventory slots. I'm gonna go for the inventory slots. Okay. So Archaeologist. Loot artifacts and buff monsters. Upgrade and heal the Dungeon Heart, or Chef. So Academy Runes. You enter a crumbling building, an academy abandoned long ago. Whoever studied here died well before your dark conquest began. The books and scrolls, however, remain. The books smile. They care not for the monster versus hero. They yearn to be read. What will you learn, Chef? Okay. All monsters in the room heal. The kitchen dungeon plan is guaranteed to appear. If the dungeon already has a kitchen, gain gold. Remove an empty card from the loot deck. Let's go for the kitchen plan because we need it. Okay, so we get a bunch of stuff. And then I think we're going down the right side. Level 3. Need to rearrange the dungeon, drag monsters, move them. Even the dungeon heart can be repositioned. Cool. So library book gives some experience, Sword of War, storage chest. Oh, is a... okay. Floor plan. So turn monster into a dungeon boss. We have no food in reserves, which is actually really rough. Okay, I'm gonna move these guys to the very end. We pretty much don't want anything... we don't want to use them for a little while. Okay, storage chest gives extra inventory slots. I don't know, they might attack it. Okay, so I could do library pup, give some experience to that one. Then we also have just a bunch of attack gain. I have a bunch of dragon sparks that I wish I could destroy. Ooh. I think we're just going to toss them into this room. But we're mostly going to make the pups really strong if we can. Do we do anything else? No, I don't think so. Yeah, unfortunately no food, so the dragons get messed up. Oh. Interesting, so they only take damage from the things that they pass. We don't quite know what happens when my dudes die, either. Okay, so I'm going to put those in there. We're going to put another werepup in here. Keep that going. So in that case, I could put, like, the storage chest over here. Well, they're kind of just sacrificial. Yeah, because I want my eggs... I want these eggs to actually be able to scale in power. I mean... I suppose what I'm going to do, even though I technically want them to live, I'm just going to do that. Yeah, so these dragons are going to be hungry, and there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, I'm assuming my dragons that have not survived do not come back. Sir, I need some food bad. Alright, so how are we doing this? Yeah, the problem is we're getting wrecked here a little bit. Guess let's do another werepup. These are looking pretty wounded. Oh. I was not aware that you could do that. That heals them to full. And yeah, that's what happens when they level up. Oops. I meant to swap them. It's fine. Well, in that case... egg there. We're gonna just put some eggs in here. Now that I know that I can heal my monsters by combining them, we are going to use eggs to scale everything else's strength. Ooh, these 2 eggs are toast. Damn it. Okay, dungeon can have extra kitchens. The heal will be lovely. Well, let's go with that one. Kitchen. Okay. Merge monsters of the same type to heal and gain experience. Quickest way to level up. Okay. Pair of mages, which is not great. Okay, so what does the cooking pot do? Monsters in the room become cooks. Oh, just triggers when a hero is defeated. I need a bigger room. Okay. So the werepup will survive being attacked, as will that dragon spark. Oh, I can also taunt this wolf. Or put taunt on the wolf. I'm gonna put them there. Yeah, I think we're gonna get 2 of those. We're gonna throw an egg in there. Throw another egg over here. Yeah, so it costs them max HP. Yeah, so that's a little tricky. But that'll at least give us food. Okay. So hopefully the shade will actually do what I'm hoping it will do. Oof, that hurts. But at least we have food now. So they are no longer starving. we take all, we get Chef's Feast. Can't use it at the moment. Here's the question. Can I put another egg in here? No. Okay, we're going to increase the amount of those. So I can potentially have those guys merge. Let's see, extra inventory slots. Might be a good idea at this point. And yeah, croissant would be lovely, but we don't have enough food in reserve. Question is, combine these together. Okay. I think I'm going to move him in here. Do I want to get another dragon spark? Sure. Yeah, the one thing is, because both of these are hungry, I was... Well... Maybe it's something like this. We just leave it as is. We leave him here. We want to gain in food. So I can actually start doing Chef's Feast. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not a permanent ability. Which makes this a little trickier. Okay, cannot do that while a hero's in the dungeon, but it's fine. And yeah, we're scaling our damage, which is what we were hoping for. Okay, so we can have an extra kitchen. Or another Chef's Feast to the loot deck. Yeah, remove an empty card. What else do we have? Every time they take hunger damage, they permanently gain attack. Add a gourmandize to the loot deck. Sword of War. Yeah, so that just... Oh, after casting gourmandize, all remaining monsters in the room heal. I do like gourmandize. Yeah, we already have Chef's Feast. So let's go for another kitchen. So what is this? Hall of Relics, extension, or another kitchen. Okay, do we want to recruit monsters or gain skill points? So librarian, level up monsters quickly. Equip mana infused artifacts, or... I think I'm going to go librarian. Okay, when a monster levels up, gain 1 mana. I think I'm going to add gourmandize. Alright, let's get this rolling. Yeah, this kind of would work, but is going to mess with the dungeon, so let's not do that. But let's rotate it this way. Let's keep putting these at the end. Okay. 1 food for each cooking pot in the room. No, I'm gonna just put that there. Grab another one of these, merge it over. I'm just gonna heal that werepup for now. Okay. He's not terribly wounded either. Yeah, I like the idea of the dragon. I guess let's swap them at this point. We do have a bunch of dragons that I can maybe merge together. Mostly we just want this so that nearby monsters also gain experience. Let's see. And I should probably get one more thing here. Another dragon, probably just another werepup. Gives the rest of my guys some bonus damage. Oh, right, I should be putting some of these items on this guy. Because he gives a portion of his attack every time. And yeah, we want these guys to attack first, even if they take some damage for it. Because we get the experience, and we get the damage. A second shade in the same room also would be a bad idea. Now we do have the really silly option of doing a gourmandize on this guy, which would give them crazy damage. It's a little tempting. Oh, maybe not. Let's get another egg. Does mean my dungeon is kind of, well, not really at a risk. Those paladins, they don't do that much damage, but they do have a ton of health. But that's okay because we do a ton of damage too. Oh, our werewolf leveled up. I think we want to get the upgrade that makes it so my guys heal. Is the main one. You can also double combat speed at this point. I don't think we need to be this slow. And yeah, we get a decent amount of health and stats, and good, we get a chef's feast. So after casting Gourmandize, all monsters in the room heal. Yeah. So mildly evil crystal, extra attack and HP for the dungeon heart, and sacrificial altar. Nearby monsters have more attack but less max HP. All of relics. All monsters gain an artifact slot. Oh, definitely that. Legendary rewards or recruit monsters. Recruit and upgrade monsters. You know, we haven't tried the tavern yet. I should. Add Dragonfire. Add Wolf. Add Shade. I think I want Shade. Okay. So, what do we have here? Oh, big room. Look at this. Or actually... So that's a lot of slots. Now, yeah. I think we want to just fill it with those. Okay, first and foremost. Yeah, haven't gotten a lot of artifacts here. I think I'm gonna keep this guy in the room? No. I think actually I'm going to gourmandize just this wolf here. Oh, or not. Because it does give stat boosts. 970. Ew, that is actually a lot. Okay, fine. Move that one here. So obviously this one's a little weaker. We also do lose the weapons. However, now my werewolf leader is extremely strong. Reason why I want to do that is to give my dragon, or not my dragon, my shade, just a little bit more damage to maximize their potential here. Okay. I don't have that much gold, so I think we're just gonna wait. And yeah, I still have a chef's feast for when I need it. It's really the moment Dragonfire or Shade runs into some trouble. Okay, I guess I should put a werepup here. Now, question is... yeah, I have a bunch of these spare eggs. I'm gonna max him out. So he's full shadow. Stats are good. We want more cook stuff. I can just get these guys down. I guess it could cost me a little bit. That actually does cost them a decent amount of damage. I think we will wait. I could gourmandize something, but I don't know who I would gourmandize. Dragonfire, maybe? Problem is, like, I do like that experience gain. And yeah, we have a chef's feast if we need it. Alright. Yeah, this is working reasonably well. And yeah, those start as shades, which is extremely nice. Grab the library. Gold mine. Monsters in the room become miners and are overworked. Boss arena. Or boss area. We get another boss crown if we want to. I don't think that helps me too much. We do need gold. Kind of bad. But actually the bookshelf. So gold means more monsters, which is good. The library means I could turbo level things. Okay, here it is. Lightspire, the city of heroes, stands on the border of your dark conquest. The King's Guard prepare to assault your dungeon. The king doesn't need them, and they're far too weak to stop you. But the guards are too virtuous not to try. St. Millen and the Hero King roars. He comes next. Okay. I'm just gonna put the bookshelf there. Ooh, that was pricey. Yeah, unfortunately they gave me a dead end, which makes this a little tricky. Oh. But yeah, I could potentially use this to get some of my guys a little lost. Maybe. I'm going to move the spare shade over here. And we're just going to put in another wolf pup in this room. Alright, so I could gourmandize something. Not super keen on it. Yeah. Okay, how are these guys doing health-wise? Before the next wave, we want to do some more things. Okay. Saint Million, the Hero King. That's a lot of stats there. Okay, so now we have 2 shadows. And yeah, I don't have enough money for more shades. We could also just eat the dragon fire. It's good, but not amazingly good. Shadow's about to level up. Okay, the real question is, do I want to gourmandize the spare wolf? Go for that. I don't have that much for resources. Get another werepot there. We don't actually need that many. Okay, level up. That heals them. Let's see, what do we do now? Because I could go gourmandize something else, but I really don't want to. I guess I can put a shade in there for a lot longer. That's not a terrible idea. Okay, next wave. Let's see the Hero King. I get the distinct feeling I'm not supposed to win this, which is a little frustrating. Yeah, I think they gave him a stat or two too many. What is the point of this? Then again, I might be able to scale harder, now that I better understand what's going on. I'm gonna try that again. Death makes them stronger. I mean, do we want to try these guys? Sure, let's see what the Crypt Keepers give me. That's one hell of a starting room, but might be good for prepping stuff. There we go. I put my dungeon heart at the very end. So, what do we have? Death Rattle. Skeletons permanently gain extra attack for the rest of the run. Ghost. Mana Burn. Heal 100% HP. Gloom. Absorb 35% of the dead monster's attack. Okay. So, Mana-infused artifacts. Chef, food, healing, and kitchens. Or Librarian. I think we want Librarian. So skeletons cost less. Skeletons are now pack hunters. When a hero is defeated, add a skeleton to the inventory. Oh. When a monster dies, nearby monsters gain experience. Monster dies, or monster levels up, trigger death rattle effects. Sacrificial altar. Altar gains monster sacrifice passive. Celebration, nearby monsters take 300 damage. Those with Reap are spared to feast on the fallen. Okay. So, I think the real answer is... Oh, this is tough, actually. Because adds library book. That's good. Library plus this would actually be extremely good. Skeletons cost half as much. And namely, getting down to this one is absurd. Because crossing that specifically with monster sacrifice. Do I actually really need that? I don't know. Yeah, the one problem is I'm never going to be able to get bigger skeletons unless I have one other skeleton. I think I'm going to go for the library for now. Okay. How tough is this guy? Gloom's kind of in there. I think that'll do. Okay, so we honestly could use the academy. We've got a double academy here, which is tempting. The problem is the tavern being this late in the run, not that helpful. So why don't we do book, fight, chests there. Or do we do book, this, yeah, let's go up the right side. Oh. Maybe not, actually. Because the chest will give me a bunch of artifacts, which are good. So we want to visit as at least one of those, but we do actually want to fight a bunch of things. Let's do book and then just fight a ton. Because I think the rest is not that helpful. The one problem is I kind of need my skeletons to die. Because if they don't, this is going to be slightly annoying. Okay. I've got the glooms. I do have a ghost. I have no more mana. Go for that. Okay, there's another skeleton. So we can get the library, we can get the crystal chamber. No, we definitely want the library. Okay, Heartkeeper, Chef, Archaeologist. Loot artifacts and buff monsters. I think I'm gonna go Archaeologist. What does it give me? Mystery artifacts to the loot deck. Adding artifact to your inventory, gain gold. Remove empty cards. Each wave, draw one additional loot card. It's really tempting. I'm gonna go for the experience, though. Get some skill points. Let's see, when a monster dies, nearby monsters gain experience. When a monster levels up, trigger death rattle effects. I mean, those are actually kind of good. A little on the limited side. Because what I really want is to get down to this. But I think I'm actually going to grab those two. Okay, so it's telling me I can move things, which is, yeah. Need to do that. Out of bounds. Does mean this room is now slightly pointless. But that's fine. I'm going to put a bookshelf here. Now the question is, do we want the biggest skeleton ever? I think so. I think we're going to have exactly one skeleton back here that is just going to be exclusively learning. We're going to put another ghost in that mix. Well, this didn't work. Try that again. Do we? Or do we want to go back to the Brutal Beast? I think I'm going to go back to the Brutal Beast. I actually see a realm of possibility where I can make that work. Or that previous run work. Okay, Dungeon Heart goes all the way here. So, Librarian is good. We know that. Yeah, I don't know how much I care about the hunger damage. Yeah, every time they take hunger damage, they permanently gain 5 attack. That's okay. On the flip side, the runs are so limited that maybe I should. We want to become a chef. That is none of these. So actually, we're going to go for the skill points. Let's add Gourmandize to the list and Hunger to the list. Okay. I'm going to do Dragon, Egg, Dragon, Wolf. We're going to leave Gourmandize for later. And how are we doing this one? So it's an early tavern if we want to. Otherwise we could do... go up the left side. Would give me a chest eventually. Ah, it's tough. I think the runs are artificially made too hard and a little too short for me. Okay, let's take everything. We get a Gourmandize. So first and foremost, my egg is dying. Next up, we've got a Paladin and a Swordsman. They're going to do a combined total of 50 damage to this Dragon Spark. They will just barely survive it. Works for me. Uh-oh. Okay, so that one guy was a little on the tough side. Get some resources. So, merge these together. Wolf Pup's doing fine. Egg, not so much so. Or, I suppose I could Gourmandize at this point. That would give me some food. Well, who's even injured? The pup barely is. But if I get this pup in here, and then we Gourmandize it, we get some food for a little while. Oh, did we not get the... Oh, we didn't get the Gourmandize healing buff. Shoot. Okay, let's just do that for now. I guess we don't have to worry about hunger for a bit. So, now what? Library is good for experience. Gold mine might be more necessary. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab the gold mine. Okay. So let's merge these two again. Bring the egg back. We haven't quite got a shade, but we got some healing. Okay, new floor plan. I don't have much, but I'm going to put them in here. Oh, interesting. Minor actually makes them stronger. Huh. I mean, okay. Sure. Let's do that. Overworked. Suffered damage when mining. I see. That's kind of the downside. Because we have no easy way of healing them. Sort of. So in that case, I'm going to move it back here. Because these guys have plenty of HP. Oop. Gotta keep that in mind. How's the egg doing? Egg is fine. Got a wizard and a mage. Should probably just get another one of those guys. And just fill out this room. Okay, so we gain health. There it is. After casting Gormandize, all units in the room heal. Now, we could go for the kitchen. What is this one? Reap gain mana. I don't know, I'll think on that one. So, if I become a librarian, we can get a skill point. Let me take a look at my professions. So, less hunger damage is good. Oh. I don't know. I think we're just going all in on this one. Okay, so they're going to take less hunger damage, which is good. %50 of HP. Does that mean 50% of their current HP? Yes, 50% of their max HP. Okay, so that is extremely good, actually. Okay, what about these guys? They're doing fine. Yeah, the one thing I could have considered going for would be Librarian for the extra 50% experience every time, or 50 experience every time this guy attacks. That actually would be extremely good. But I'll just make do without or something. Unfortunately, it's not giving me a whole lot of eggs or shades here. I'm making this a little trickier. The one problem with Gormandize. Okay. The problem with Gormandize is I am getting food, which is a problem. So in that case, do we want another egg? Oh, these are all mages. So we don't want another egg. Pop them there. Okay. Guess they're starving a bit, which is a bit of an issue. Oh, the mages are flimsy, though. 200 HP. So in that case, maybe we take this guy, put him back here. I am going to put another egg in that room. Our goal is to hopefully burn through some of our food. And only use gourmandize if we have to. Okay. Add a Sword of War to the loot deck. Let's see. Another monster recruit card to the loot deck. Boss Arena Sacrificial Chamber. Do I want to do boss area? Sure. So, I think I'm going to put the boss crown on the shade. So now I can get this guy out. That means any enemy that enters the room is pretty much just going to have to fight these two endlessly. Let's see. Against my slightly better judgment, I think we're going to gourmandize that one. Gonna get another egg in here. Yeah, none of these guys are celebrating, though. Okay, and I can get another one of these. Okay, so now we have Dragon Inferno. Oh, perfect. So celebrations eats food. Ooh. We could actually use another one of those guys, maybe. Okay, let's swap it out for the egg. Though I do want to make another shade. We have more than enough resources. Okay. These two are getting pretty wounded. Oh, that's nothing. Put that there. So, celebrations, luckily, every time a hero dies, we get food and more experience. Yeah, we really do need Librarian to make this tick. Okay, get another gourmandize, everything is looking good. And these are big tankies, perfect. Yeah, so we want these two to be in front, running out of food and scaling their attack constantly. Because that's going to work quite well. I'll get a Sword of War. Do Treasure Vaults. Become Librarian. Grab that. Okay. So floor plan. Put this here. We have the storage chest, which I'm going to put at the end. Put that there. Okay. Question is, do we gourmandize? Oh, we have to. Question is, do we want to gourmandize the wolf? Oh, not really. It's not actually that strong. Yeah, I'm just going to keep like a werepup hanging out in the room. Oh, do they get less experience? That's interesting. Well, the thing I will say... Oop. I don't know what happened. Oh, It's because they lost the max HP bonus from mining. There we go. We don't really need to mine gold ore anymore, to be honest. Okay, so now we've got a shadow. Do I want the egg to mine? No. Like, I have more gold than I know what to do with, so there's not really much of a point to it. I think the only thing I'd want to do is potentially get Dragon Inferno stronger, but oh well. Okay, we get the Sword of War, which we are going to... Oops. We're going to put on him. Because... yeah. Follow... Only 3% of this monster is attacked to nearby monsters. Had I been thinking about it, it might not have been a good... or might not have been a bad idea to have 2 egg. But no, this gets me a bunch of experience. Okay. Let's start mushing dragons together. Not enough. Yeah, this is why we need the library. Move this over. There we go. How's their health doing? Looking good for now. Because the one problem is these guys are scaling maybe a little too much. Okay, whenever a monster gains experience, gains additional experience. And let's grab that library. Let's go treasure vault. Get another boss crown. Not really what I meant to get, but whatever. And yeah, problem is the bookshelf kind of too little too late here. Okay, biggest dragon. What about him? He's getting there. Actually, get rid of the Dragon Inferno. Okay, it's just a pair of swordsmen. Ah, that's not really going to do anything. I'm going to put him there. Okay, we do also get another room for reasons. Sure. I don't really know what I'm doing with it. It's just there. Okay. That's a decent werewolf, not an amazing one. We've got... I guess him in the library. The problem is the library is just so late. Okay. Get a hell of a lot of wolves. How's their HP looking? Pretty good. Yeah, the main question here is... would I actually be better off? No. Well, maybe. How's their health looking? Health is looking fine. Okay, so Dragon Inferno is very much the top tier. Let's see. Library book to the loot deck. I mean, that actually would have been good. Go for a Hall of Relics. And now we've got the king. All monsters gain artifact slots is kind of moot, unfortunately. Just cannot use that for anything meaningful. Can I merge these two? I can. Oh. That hit made him really strong. What about this one? Also a Dragon Inferno. I think we keep it. Because we'll know when the... I think we'll put it in the same room as this one. What's their health doing? Perfect. Don't really have much of a reason to gourmandize. Let's see. So I'm gonna leave him back in there. We're just gonna merge the wolf pups. But we don't really have much of a reason to do so. The only other consideration is, do I have any bigger rooms than the one I have? Yeah, actually. I'm going to move these guys back here. I should have done this a while ago. Because this way... Let's see. Yeah, this way, this guy will also gain the bonus. Yeah, I should have done that at the start, but it's fine. Alright. If this doesn't let me kill the king, I don't know what is. We get another Sword of War. Sick. Put that there. Oh. So let's gourmandize that one. Heals everybody back up to full. Second Dragon Inferno, I'm just going to stick it on that one. Oh, because leveling it up makes it extremely goofy. Okay, good to know. And yeah, the rest of these guys are pretty much just here for fodder. Slash cleanup detail if they somehow can't manage to kill it. No, I'm probably going to keep these guys present. Let's swap them, though. Because, yeah, at this point, I don't think we want to do a consume. I could do that, but I think we just rely on my Dragon Inferno to do it. You know what I am going to do, though? I might actually just eat these guys. Oh, you know the other thing I can do? If this guy does cause problems... Oh, wait. We do 100,000 damage per swing, don't we? He's toast. I actually thought this is unwinnable, but the answer is no, I just didn't go infinite hard enough. I think it's probably doable with the Crypt Keepers as well. I think Reaping and the Altar of Sacrifice would do the trick too. But, on the flip side, I don't know, I think this is fine. I had a very good time with this, and I'm looking forward to the full release, whenever that's going to be. But for now, at least, I might as well mention that my Infamous Dungeons demo is available now on Steam, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's an interesting Dungeon Keeper game. I do feel like the king might be overtuned, but on the flip side, maybe not. Maybe it's one of those that is just for the demo, or maybe you really are just supposed to figure out how to break the game over your knee. I will say going library really does seem to be kind of a winning strategy. That 50 extra experience, and room that just gives you 200 experience every time something dies. Like, you could make a real monster with that. Oh, I wonder if you can have multiple of the bookshelves in the same room to truly power level something. Ooh, I'll have to try that at a later date. Mostly, I just want to see more monsters, and I'd say maybe slightly longer runs. The fact that they had those, like, artifact things on the map, but I only ever got, like, one of those, felt a little rough. I think maybe going archaeologist would give you more, and, like, there's so many different ways you can make it work. But it feels like, in the current state, there's so much potential that isn't quite delivered upon, because you have to spend so much time fighting. Personally, I kind of wish it was one of those that going to a library location or whatever, didn't preclude you from going to a fight. But no, it's kind of part of the balance. I don't know. I think there's a lot of different ways, and I think what it is fine. I'm just greedy and I want more, maybe. But I want to be able to get the library location and get a treasure chest full of artifacts and level up my skills and fight a bunch of things. And it's very much where you have to figure out how to balance those. And I think that's good. I think it just makes me, like, hungry for more, because it almost feels like the optimum strategy is to ignore libraries and chests. And I think that's it. That I was running into kind of the optimal strategy feels grindy and not as interesting, question mark, because it was mostly just max that dragon out and make it absurd. But that's okay. I think the other thing I'd love to try is having 2 eggs bouncing back and forth, boosting each other. I think that could be really good too. But for now, at least, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.